Okay, guys, welcome back to the Translator podcast. Long time. Long time. I love you a long time. I've been here for a long time.
Oh, Daddy, I love you.
Oh, shit, that scared
I can't do it. Oh, Daddy, I love you long time.
I love you a long time.
Long time. Long time.
Love you a long time. Well, that's good. So we're starting racist, which is always a good thing to do. And thanks for the special guest on the show. Mary?
Hi, this is Mackenzie.
Mackenzie Valencia. I hope the camera's still on. We're trying to record this one. We're going to see how it does. And then we will.
That would be funny if it died after 10 seconds.
Yeah. I don't see light, so I'm just like, we're going to have to see how it goes. Really trying to make this mic, there we go, work a little bit better today. So I have some things prepped up for us. In particular, this DayZ clip. I'm going to look at some GoPro stuff.
You know, every time you say Daisy, I think if you're saying Daisy like the flower.
Well,
I just think you're a little special.
I am special, and this is no walk in the park. But I figured you're usually pretty game for trying to figure out what this is. Here we go. Let's play it. Okay. I turned the volume down, but this will be an interesting. So those of you who play DayZ at home or have heard of it, it's as you can see, there's like a big management system that's going on right now. I should have actually duplicated it to my screen as well, because now I have to look over there for it. But
so go back to that. Go back to the management thing.
Oh, it's going to come back up a lot.
What? Okay.
Oh, you want me to pause it on there?
Yeah, I have a question.
Oh, okay, perfect.
When you get there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I want to ask a question. Okay, so it says vicinity. What does that mean?
Okay, hold on. That means that okay. It's hard to move. The mouse goes extra slow on that screen. So that means like if something's in the vicinity like of that room, like my gun, see my gun laying on the ground?
Yeah.
So for instance, see, I can grab it off the ground, or if I see something else and I'm near it, I'll hit the like select button. I'll pause it when it gets back on there. And it will show me what's in the vicinity of my character.
I see.
Right now there's nothing in the vicinity.
Okay. What does hands mean? The middle one.
Oh, that's what's in my hands, literally.
Okay.
And go ahead. So you can see how I have that gun.
Yeah.
You see all the attachments on it, like right below the gun.
Yeah.
It has like the clip. It says like number 2 and then 7.
Is it a silencer?
Yep. Wait.
What isn't? It says
there's a silencer on there?
I can't tell.
No, there's no silencer on there because
see the clip though.
That gun has the barrel of that gun is a silencer, so it doesn't even have a silencer slot. Okay. That's why I use that gun, by the way.
Okay.
But that clip has 7 bullets in that clip. Can you even see that far?
I can see the 7 next to the clip.
You see the flashlight?
Okay, is that what's next to it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was wondering what that was.
And then next to that is a scope.
Okay.
And then below, and then to the left of that gray area, that's a slot for a wrap, like a gun, like like if you were to camouflage your gun with like leaves and stuff.
I see. Okay.
You see how it says AURAX over there on the right? That's in my equipment. Well, anyway, we'll get to it.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, there's I have my mouse. What am I doing? See this right here?
I see it.
It's a great way to teach somebody, by the way. I'm just realizing. Well, that's a gun wrap I have for this gun. Different gun.
All right. Understood.
All right. And then see, I have a battery. The combat sights that are right here. These combat sights take a battery slot, and I have a battery in there. So the sights not only like zoom in, but it has like a red dot because I have a battery.
Okay. Yeah.
And the flashlight requires a battery. So you see
there's another one.
Battery right there.
Okay. Now I'm informed. Thank you.
You're welcome. I told you too much that you didn't even ask.
But no, but I have a curious mind, and I want to know what all those things do.
Yeah. So what you're seeing right now is like a bunch of inventory, which is in my. It tells you like my assault vest, my backpack,
Yeah,
what it carries and stuff. And I was just checking right here how many people were online. That's my other gun. I was basically giving a tutorial to like my friends that I game with of the game.
So is that a wrap right there?
Yes.
Okay.
And it has a silencer too, and you can see a silencer slot.
Okay.
And also you can put a flashlight on that, but I don't have a flashlight. That's why it just has a grayed out area for the flashlight is. And yeah. So what I can also do on this is I can actually probably put this video in, like I could put a split screen, or I could put us smaller or me smaller.
That'd be cool.
And then like, as we're talking about this, they could watch and follow along.
Okay, cool.
So I would just need to get help from my brother to figure out how to do that, folks at home. There is a way to do it, but, because now that this video is here and I can actually download it, that'd be cool. That's another thing, so that people can like really enjoy the.
Now, what are you doing here? Are you loading?
Commentary. Yeah, go ahead.
A clip or something? Or?
Yeah, exactly. So I dropped the clip out of the gun, the magazine, and I'm loading it with the bullets that I have in my inventory.
Okay.
And then when it's full, I grab the gun and then I attach the magazine back into the gun.
Okay.
So you see those other magazines right there?
Mm-hmm.
They're already full. They have 20 each. 20 bullets in them each. And so when I want to change the magazine, after shooting all 20 of my shots, then I'll just hold in Y. It'll take the old mag out and put the new mag in. Cool. And it will put like, it'll be 0 in the mag, but it'll keep it in my inventory. And then later when I like get to cover, I'll have to go back and reload the magazine.
Okay.
And it's interesting. You like find bullets that are like 3, 4, 7, like 13, like different amounts. Mm-hmm. But you also find boxes of bullets, and they're either damaged or not damaged, like the box itself. That's a box I left behind. I put a gun in there. Holds 50.
Because there was some sort of bombing or explosion or something that happened, right? That's why all these buildings are damaged. Is that what happened?
Like those walls?
Yeah.
Yeah, like in general, the game is, that's just the state of the map. It's always been that way when the map was created because of it's like the apocalypse, post-apocalyptic.
Got it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yes.
So that's what I'm saying. Some sort of bombing or something happened.
Yeah. Decay and bombing, yeah. Mm-hmm. So you get, like, let's say I got 3 boxes of this one type of bullet that goes in to a certain gun, because every gun takes certain ammo. Yep. Then you have to like unwrap the bullet box, and it's like paper after you've unwrapped the box. You have to drop that, or you can use it as kindling for the fire. And yeah.
So where are you headed here?
So on this video, I'm actually headed back to my base. I went to the military compound to get weapons. Actually, I started in the military compound in this video. But, yeah, see that gun, that Colt?
Yep.
With the silencer on it? So all the guns come in different conditions. See, I already have 2 pistols. And, yeah, see, I was like looking. I was like, okay, I could take that clip and I could take the silencer is what I was thinking right there. Because I don't want the gun, because I already have a Colt. And I already have a holster, and I only really need to carry one handgun because it goes in the holster slot, and if I carry another one, it's going to take more.
Yeah, it'll use up a slot, right?
Exactly. And the slots, and also every gun and every ammo and everything has a number on it, and that's how many slots it takes up. So that's how you kind of manage your inventory in general. See, I'm just reloading this 160. This clip goes to like an M4. I think it only took 30 bullets. And then I just loaded it up and I just put it in my inventory. That way it would take all those bullets out of my inventory, which only hold 1 slot anyway if you have bullets. but it's one free slot. And
What's on his head? Are those binoculars, night vision?
yeah,
What are those?
it is. It's night vision.
Okay.
Exactly.
Can you fly helicopters or anything in this game?
Not in this game, but you can in Call of Duty. But there are helicopters, but you can't fly them in this.
I see. What do they do? What do the helicopters do?
They're just a part, like a prop on the map. That they usually, if a helicopter crashes, like it's like an event, and it just means that there's loot there. You see those boxes of ammo?
Yep.
Okay. And then the free, other ammo.
Yep. The loose ammo.
Yep. And you see that?
Yep.
That is a makeshift silencer.
Okay.
Made out of this would also be fun to do while I'm gaming, because see, that's makeshift. I'm gonna put it on that gun. There it is. Yep, and that's good for about 6 or 7 shots before.
That's it. And then what? It deteriorates.
Yeah, it bursts open because it's just a water bottle, empty.
Oh, I couldn't tell that's what it was. Okay.
So I come across a lot of water bottles, and if I have the inventory, I'll save them. And I come across duct tape. It's just duct tape and water bottles, and you can duct tape like 4 water bottles before your duct tape runs out. And what I would use that on would be like a sniper rifle.
Okay.
Because I know it's only going to take 1 shot to kill them, or 2.
And you want to silence, because that's if you are heard, if your gunshot is heard, then that all the infected people come and try to get you, right?
Exactly. Yep. Exactamundo. Like, you're about to see some zombies here.
Okay.
I'm
assuming you're going to kill them.
I will. Indeed. I'll double tap them probably. I have like I said, the gun I have, the SVAL, it's automatically silenced. So that will never, the silences will never wear out, because they do wear out. God, this is much better quality when we watch it on YouTube next time. And yeah, there you go.
So if you hit them once, they don't die. You have to hit them twice.
It depends on. I wonder if the internet messed up. It depends on the gun and where you're hitting them in the body. So if you shoot them in the head, it's 1 shot. If you shoot them in the body, depending on the caliber of the bullet, like if it's a 45 or bigger, it may be 1. But if it's lower, it may be 2, and just all depends. Yeah, he's got some biscuit spread that was worn. I was like, I don't know if I want to take that, but I'm like, okay, I'll get it. But yeah, the zombies hold stuff. Usually it's like, it just depends where you are on the map. They have different amounts. But yeah, they started to run at me here, so I had to really go to work.
Damn, it took him like 4 times before he died.
Yeah, and it's so funny, because I think this part's going to show when I get up towards the bridge here, and past the bridge as I go to my base. There's a plane that there's basically a gift from the map, and it's a broken down, like, huge plane, and it has like a thing that, like a box that comes down that has all the different backpacks and medicine attached to it.
Yeah.
That are filled with everything. And then also another one comes down that has has a lot of the guns and a lot of the clips, like magazines with the guns rather, that are full ammo.
That's cool.
And
it's a gift. It's just randomly there.
It spawns randomly throughout the map every like 45 minutes. So I know that particular spot where it spawns, it's there like once a day or twice a day, I think. But you'd have to be on playing at that time when it spawns, and I think it spawns when I'm running back to my base. So you'll see that. But these 2 rooms are always fruitful. Like, this is like a pretty good amount of stuff. I have a lot of stuff, but I know this part of the map, and it always spawns the same type of stuff. So I'm just kind of going through all this inventory. I can fast forward through this, but usually what I'll do is I'll grab some of those 2 guns, or I'll grab the silencers off of them, and I go and just all this kind of stuff. See those magazines on the top left? There's like, you see how full they are?
Yeah.
So, there's like 5 full ones. And it's that magazine is specifically for that Scorpion gun. And I would just take one Scorpion gun and I would actually take the magazine and the silencer off the other. And then I would take all those mags if I wanted that gun. But because my inventory is so full of like ammo and stuff right now, I don't take that. And I think I grab the canteen and I drink it. Because you see how my health or my food at the bottom right is
okay, yeah.
Yellow.
Yeah.
So I have to eat and drink and stay above. Well, I mean, basically, you don't want it to go past.
What happens if it goes red?
Well, so when it's white, you're fine. When it's yellow, you start to either go slower or you just have to look out for red. And then when you're red, it's like emergency, like get it, because you're going to start losing health.
Oh.
Well, actually, when you go all the way down past red, you're going to start losing health and your screen's going to go gray and you're going to like start running really slow.
Oh, okay.
This is another little gift that the game gives you right there on that bridge.
Okay.
It's always there, but it refills every like 4 hours. And that's like a bunch someone's been building on the bridge. They used to have a huge base there, but eventually somebody got to them and started taking it down.
I think I was watching you the other night and you were on this bridge because I remember this little gate right here.
I think so, before you logged off, but you got off.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Your health or your temperature was really high and you kept puking.
Oh, was I really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
You were looking for medicine the whole time.
Oh, was I like frantically looking for medicine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, right now I'm good. I remember that. It was similar to this situation. Yeah. Yeah, that's a blaze. It's amazing to me. And the amazing part is that somebody did, when I go back to my base, somebody actually did break into my base.
Uh-oh.
And
do they take your shit?
Well, here's the funny thing. I think it's going to show it in this video, is that they took a few things and they broke down one of my platform staircases. And then they took a lot of my boxes out of my first part of my base, and they put them in the tent. So I have a 400 slot tent. It's like the biggest tent you can get. And I stole it from this base that ended up breaking into my... remember I had a police station base? Do you ever remember that? I had taken over the police station that had 3 layers.
Okay, yes. Okay, I remember that.
I worked on that base for like a month. Somebody helped me get it started because I didn't know how to build at that time. And we blocked off the doors. Every day I would go in and out through the codes. I would do the code to get out, and I'd lock it back up, and I'd go out and I'd get things, and I'd make all these crates. I made so many crates, filled them. I had barrels carried and filled those barrels up. Barrels hold like 150 slots. So I had all these guns, all this ammo. And I had a tent. I found a tent which holds, I think, 200, a small tent. And I put that in one of my rooms. One day, somebody started, I saw these 2 guys running down the long corridor of the alley that I live in, where the police station is. And I was like, I'm going to fire at these guys because they're near, just to scare them off and try to hit them. I think I may have hit one, but they lived, and I waited, and never came out. And then finally, I hear one of them come into my base. I don't remember how they got in.
How did they get in? They didn't have the code.
Yeah, I think they broke down. They either blasted through it with, because you can blast through with like plastic explosive or grenades,
okay,
or weapons, or you can like chop through it. It takes a long time. See, I'm running back to my base right now, and then all of a sudden I hear him go, "I see you on the stairs. I see you up there waiting for me. I see you." And he was like calling me all kinds of names and shit. He was like, "Oh, you got a lot of stuff in here." Damn. He was like, "You don't have to lure." Yeah, see, there's the. I saw that the plane was out.
I see.
Oh yeah, this is the part where it is raining. I am getting cold, and I'm getting wet. And so I'm looking to see if there's zombies or guys. Because if there's zombies and they're not moving around a bunch, like right there, then they're not aggro zombies, right? They don't see somebody and they're not trying to go after somebody. So I don't see any enemies there, like player enemies. And so I'm gonna run up there and shoot these zombies and then like grab a backpack. And I think I do that right here. I think I do, or I might sign out. And then I get a bunch of stuff. You'll see the things. But anyway, this guy's like calling me all kinds of names, so I'm just like focused directly onto this spot where he's in one of my rooms, and I'm just waiting. I'm not saying anything because I don't want to give him any. I want him to think that I'm there, but I'm really not, or something. I don't know. So he's like saying all this stuff. He's waiting. He's like, "Come on out, come on out." So what I end up doing is I'm on the top, and I know there's a way I can get off the top. So I throw a grenade down there in the room. It blows up. He's like, I'm still here. I fire a couple shots, and then I go outside. I jump off. Actually, I think I go off, and I jump off the side and land on the top, like this little mid-roof, and then I go around the side to go get him. And then I think I logged out because I didn't want to lose everything. He had 2 people with him, or one other person. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just fought him. And because this is my first like player versus player fight in the map after see I'm shooting these zombies to get them off me. So I log back in, and one day I log back in, and all of my stuff in my base is completely all the boards are gone. Everything that was locked up is gone. Every single one of my crates is gone. All my guns, all my barrels, and I'm really pissed. I'm like laughing because I'm like, oh my God, but I'm also like pissed because I'm like, who did this? And they couldn't have gone far. You see that where you'll see in a second, you'll see this little box that has right there.
Oh yeah.
And that has tons of like magazines and guns on it. And I'll go back to it in a second. I was making sure all the zombies are dead. That has all the backpacks. Those are filled.
Yep, I see that.
See how they're filled they are on the left-hand side. You'll see. Look at this. These are all filled with guns and magazines and everything. So you have to have enough room to store it. I think I get rid of that clip and I put a new magazine on it with a fresh mag. But usually I'll come and I'll grab a bag and I'll fill it up. I'll grab another bag. I'll fill it up, and I'll keep doing that, and I'll just drop the bags right there. And then I'll take a bag and run back to my base because it's not far from here, and I'll drop it off, and I'll come back and forth, and I'll just have all those. But you only get that so often, right? So you take advantage of it. I think it'll end up showing my base in a second. But so I go, I'm gonna find the
little fuckers who did it.
Exactly. So I'm gonna find the little fuckers that did it, and I go look around. I finally find this base. I think I told you about this, and I go, okay. So it wasn't far from my base, and it was a barn, another barn, and a house, and all 3 were barricaded and had locks on them. And I go, and they weren't online because I don't think anyone was online. So I go, okay, I know that I can shoot because I read somewhere you can shoot through like the bottom and then you can like slide in, but it takes a lot of ammo and stuff.
Okay.
So I grab a bag. I take like a Bizon and like 4 Bizon clips. A Bizon is like a submachine gun that holds like a 64. See, I'm going to my base right now. It's not far from there. See the plane?
Yeah.
I run in here. Watch this. I wish it was clearer for you. We'll make it clearer next time. See, there's a little pond next to it. Now watch. Right in here. You're gonna see. There's the tent, and I put a little thing over it. By the way, that's the
camo.
That's right. And then they had broken that door, and see, this is my base. I have these chests. And then I have that tent that holds stuff, which holds a lot. See on the left-hand side, it holds 200. Yeah. You can put Christmas lights in it too, which I need to do. And then that little tent, makeshift tent I made with tarps and sticks, that holds what, 100? Yeah. See, I've guns in there. And they took all my other things and they put them in the tent. They didn't take the tent. Watch this. So I go in my tent. Now look, to the right, they stacked them all up right there.
So they have all purpose of that.
And my tent still has all stuff in it. So the tent holds 400, and they put crates in there. So I think they're trying to like take over my base and my tent.
Oh,
and just say, if he comes back, we'll kill him.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to end up doing is, I don't know. I think I'm just going to find another area for that tent, completely different from this base. I put the wall back up on this base, and I put the lock back on it. So they'll just probably try to break in again. See, this is where I exit, and yeah, I'll probably put those boxes back in and close it back up. But I want to put that tent somewhere else, just so I have a couple different bases. But anyway, that's where I made that base there because it was by where that
the plane.
Yep, and it was by. So what happened was, okay. So connecting the stories. I know this is boring. You didn't ask me any of this.
I'm listening.
When I found that base, like I said, I had my bag on my back, 2 guns in the inventory slots, and my hands were free. So I grabbed a bag with 64 slots. I threw a Bizon in there with 4 magazines, holds 64 every magazine. And I put like a DMR with like a couple mags. I put a big, what's that, 20, a Desert Eagle.
Okay.
With 2 mags. And which and I didn't want to
use...
that
I've actually fired a Desert Eagle and its fire came out. Do you know? Have you ever fired
really?
one? Yeah.
I'd never fired one, but I do know
They're
that
badass.
Yeah, I heard from that Quentin Tarantino was saying when you fire guns, you only ever capture that. That's how I go to sleep.
That's nice.
Sometimes. Is this on my? Oh, this is just another video. So anyway. Let me pause this. So how do I do this? So I actually, she's cute, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
So, where was I?
You were talking about...
Oh, yeah. So I got, Quentin Tarantino said that every time you fire a gun on camera, you're not always guaranteed to capture that fire. Like the camera will either capture like 1 every 3 times. It's not like guaranteed because it just is the way it is with the frames. But anyway, that's cool.
Yeah,
Desert Eagle is powerful. So I brought that. I brought I didn't want to bring my like good guns. Like I have a M4A1 with like, which is like a M16, like a modified version of like that, and it holds like 60 round mags, like double mags and stuff, and like they're more rare to get. And you just don't want to wear out all your guns because they have like statuses of the guns. Like you can get them like, what's the name for it? It's like pristine, and then worn, and then damaged, and then badly damaged, and then very badly damaged, and then ruined. And you can't, if it's ruined, it's ruined. But you get these gun cleaning kits that you use on the guns to kind of bring them back.
I see.
So anyway, I brought a bunch of guns, and I went over there, and I think I brought like an axe. I didn't bring like a fireman axe, and I didn't bring a pickaxe or like heavy stuff or like a heavy sledgehammer, which I should have, because that's the best thing to use, one of the best. So I went over there, and I went to the barn one because I looked in, I could like peek in like the slits.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's a car in there.
Cool.
There's 2 cars in there, and there's all these boxes, and there's 2 tents in there. A huge tent and then a medium-sized tent.
Okay.
Which obviously you see you're both in my base right now. So I go, okay, looks like this might be the people who took my loot. So I go to work on that. So first I had to kill all the zombies that were around their base. And I take out the Bizon. I start blasting away at the bottom layer. I go through about 2 clips before it starts locking up on me because it's worn. And it's getting worn as I shoot it.
Okay.
So I have to you have to like not cleaning it. You're like kind of like getting the chamber clean. It takes a second. It happens when it locks up, and you can do that as it gets worn. But the more it gets worn, then you have to use a gun cleaning kit. I didn't bring one with me, so I try to go through. I will go through almost all the ammo with the Bizon. Eventually, I pull out the Desert Eagle. I'm shooting that. I don't have that much ammo because I didn't know it would take so much. And then the breaks.
Okay.
The bottom layer of the gate breaks. Then you have another thing, which is the frame of the gate.
Okay.
You have to break that too in order to go underneath. So I'm shooting the frame, with the DMR that I'm using my hatchet. I finally break it.
Okay.
All right. So then I slide in and I see everything. I see the car. The car's got tons of stuff in the trunk. It's got all this stuff. I look in all the crates. It's all my guns, all my ammo.
Okay, you found them.
I found the perpetrators. So I go, well, what am I going to do? Like, this is going to take a while to get all this stuff back. I thought just change, because once I opened the gate, the lock fell.
Okay.
Once I broke the gate, I was able to open the gate for some reason, and the lock fell. So all I had to do is heal the gate, like put the wood back on, and then like set the lock to my code, and then lock it back up. That actually might have been the best idea to do now that I think about it, instead of what I did.
What did you do?
Other than he would have spawned into, because what happened was, I get like my backpack, I grab like all the best stuff I can just in my backpack, and I run it back, and then I come back and I run it back, I come back, and now I've emptied the big tent. So I bring the big tent over to my base, I set it up, and then I pop all the tires in the car. I'm not going to take the car. I thought I could take the car for some reason and just export all the stuff. That would be faster because the car holds like 400 or 500 slots.
Okay.
Anyway, we're about to be done with this whole like boring DayZ shit, but so as I'm going back into the medium tent to get the medium tent stuff, it's like 200 slots in that one, I think. I'm in the tent. I have a bag in my hands because I'm loading up. I'm looking out towards the barn. His body spawns into the game.
Okay.
So he got onto his game. He's like, I'm going to play DayZ. The guy's base it is. He spawns in and he sees me like fucking looting in the tent. And I guess it took him a second because he didn't kill me right away. And he's like pulling out a gun. I drop the bag. I have to go in my inventory to pull out a gun. I go to pull out a gun. I like go to shoot. I shoot a couple of shots. He shoots me. I'm dead.
Dang.
So I start over. I don't lose. Everything that's in the game stays in the game. My body, my backpack. My body will dissipate over a couple of days. And my backpack will stay for like a couple of weeks or something with the ammo and stuff. And all of my base will stay. But I had to start over. I start on a certain part of the map. I have to go find my way back there. So long story short, I actually did, and you start with some things in this particular server. I actually went back there, but he had already spawned back out of the map, and he had fixed the gate. And so I just went back to my base and I signed out. But I went in again and I destroyed everything, took everything. I took his whole entire. Instead, I actually went in and took the time to take all of the wood down out of all that whole barn.
Wow.
There's nothing left of it. And then I started to set fire. Like I made fires in there just to burn all the extra wood and like everything. So there's nothing left. You'd have to rebuild it, which you can. But now, and so I think that maybe he found my base. I'm surprised he didn't destroy it. Maybe that's something.
He's trying to take it over.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to take it over. So. It's just a matter. I wasn't that far from them. They can see me from their base. If they look in the woods good enough, they can see my base. So it's always a fun, exciting DayZ adventure on that front.
And how long have you been playing this game?
For like 2 months, maybe 3 months at most. It's so nerdy, but like I got into it because of
It's be longer than 3 months. I've heard you talking about it for a long time.
Is it? Okay, maybe it is more than 3 months. But I always like hated it because I couldn't understand how to play it. It's very difficult because of the way that the management system is and the way that it's very technical. And the player, and also the lobbies are very hard. It's very hard and scarce to find stuff. But I was playing on the vanilla DayZ official servers, and then I moved to the modded servers. Community servers are.
Got it, yeah.
And you can like. The one I'm on is like 1,000 times loot and ammo. So it just perks up all the stuff that's in there. And then they can put the stuff where they want and they can customize the map. And also it's called Chill Server because there's not that many people in there and there's no rules. So you don't have to sign up for their Discord or anything like that. And also I found out, and I've met some like cool guys in there. I haven't tell you that another time, but that I played with that like taught me a bunch of stuff. And that's interesting too. But there's a Discord that you can sign up for, and when you do, you don't have to, but if you do, it tracks your like your kills and the time you've played, and it actually gives you like in-game money, and then you can buy like guns and kits and gear and stuff, which I still haven't been able to do yet. But it's cool because you can buy a truck. I'll tell you, this is the last thing I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
It's really hard to move like a lot of stuff, like especially if you're moving. I
can imagine like by hand trying to run it across the map.
And some stuff you can't run with. Like you can't run with a tent or a barrel or a log, and you can't move a lot of stuff. It would take a while to move a lot of stuff too. So they have cars, but the cars are hard to find. And then you have like taxis, but they disappear once you get in and out of them. But you can buy a truck, and I think you can buy cars too. But my friend bought a truck, a friend in the game, and it holds like 600 slots. And then it holds like 3 barrels in it, and each barrel holds like 150 or something like that. And then it also holds like 60 planks, so many logs, and so many like sheet metal, which is also something you can add to your base. You can make your base really good, by the way. You can put sheet metal and wood, and you can put barbed wire on the bottom and the top. So you can really do better with the base, which is what I should have done. I'm still learning. But so it has like tons of slots, and so that's how you can really get around and do really cool stuff.
Cool.
So that's the next venture, yeah. But yeah.
Do you wonder if the camera actually recorded?
That's all I've been thinking about. I know that what's funny is I can see if I'm looking in the camera, and I can see the reflection, but I can also see the TV through it.
Oh, cool.
Because the lens is going all the way through, I feel like. But I am excited to actually hook that up to a
HDMI.
Yeah, and
That'd
see
cool.
if it works as a monitor. Because I have that Dell right there that I never use, and I also have I think it's the Dell that I think I have another big Dell screen somewhere, and I also have this thing too. I have a ton of stuff I could utilize. So we'll check to see. I think we should wrap it up.
Sure.
And we'll wrap it up. And all right, guys. Well, listen. Thank you for listening today. Mackenzie, thank you for joining us. She'll be here again. She was great, and I know I talked a lot, but we'll have more just answering questions and talking about other stuff next time. This was the Daisy episode, and all right, let me stop this here, and we'll talk to you soon, guys.